Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. If you don't know, my name is Brittany. I am obsessed with fragrances, body mist, lotions, anything that can make you smell amazing. It is right up my alley. Today's video is just going to be for fragrances that transition you from, summer into fall and winter. So these ones I just wanted to kind of pick out of my collection and kind of give you some suggestions on some really beautiful fragrances that will be great from the summer to the fall winter transition. I have some niche brands here. I have some clone houses here. I have some designers here. So I kind of have a range of fragrances that are pricey to super reasonable and budget friendly. The first one I want to start out with is a very loved niche house. When the original of this one came out, it's beautiful for spring and summer, and that is going to be the original Delina. But for the one that I love the most from Parfums de Marly is the Delina Exclusive. This one is less on that tart lychee note and has more of like a bergamot, oud, vanilla, and it's a lot deeper and just it's more sensual, more sexy, and this is a beautiful fragrance to transition out from summer into fall and winter. The top notes for this is bergamot, lychee, pulp mousse, I guess if I'm saying that right. There's rose, and then in the base, ambroxan, vanilla, and musk. This one, even in the summer, I would still wear this just because I love the scent so much. But this one smells, it has that same Delina DNA. So if you like the original Delina, you will really like this. This is just more vanilla, creamy, and like I said, less on that lychee note. But this is a beautiful fragrance to wear during fall and winter. So that's one I'm going to be reaching for a lot. I would say the next one that I have is Ram. I can't remember the name of the house for this one. Omina, I believe it's what it's called. But this one is, if you like Baccarat Rouge 540, you will like this. This is the same scent of Baccarat Rouge, but it's a little bit more woody and has a caramel touch to it. This one is beautiful. As soon as I got a sample of this, my husband and my daughter gifted me this bottle for my birthday, I believe. So I got the 100 ml bottle of this, and it's amazing. Like I said, if you like Baccarat Rouge 540, this has that same DNA with the sweetness, but it just has like a little bit added caramel and woody notes to it. And this one would be beautiful for fall and winter. I've put a little dent in it just because back in April it was still a little cool out and I wore it like once or twice, but I've really been waiting to wear this one this upcoming fall and winter. So again, Ram is a beautiful, and I have, it's called Madeira, but it's by the same house, and that is like more of a coconut caramel. And I got a 30 ml bottle and then bought a backup of it, and I just opened it probably like a month or two ago. But that's a really good one for summertime. If you like a coconut caramel vibe, I would check out Madeira from this same house. And another one in more of like the niche realm. So it looks like I have 3 niche fragrances for fall and winter, but this is the Noble 1942 Ladenza Extrait version. So the original Ladenza is like a crispy, flaky, airy apple scent, and it's absolutely beautiful. I do like the original, and I did have a sample and a bottle of it. But when I got my nose on this one, I decluttered the original. I may get it back at some point, but it's really, really pretty. That original is good for, like summer and spring. But this is that same apple, crispy, flaky apple pie, but this has a more creamy consistency to it because there is caramel in this, so it just makes it a little bit more dense, a little bit more sweet, a little bit more creamier. But to me, this screams like Thanksgiving. This gives me like Thanksgiving vibes. This would be so pretty in the cooler weather. I still wore it in summer. I believe I put a good dent in it. But to me, this one lasts a little bit longer too than the original. But yeah, this one is a really beautiful apple caramel scent. If you like scents like Casablanca by Arabian Oud, I believe the house is called, then you would like something like this. But like I said, it's just a little bit more creamier, a little bit more caramel, and a little more dense than the original. But this one is a very pretty one. I believe I got this off of FragranceNet probably like 6-8 months ago for around $100, and I believe this is 100 ml. So good price for this one if you can get your hands on it. So that one is most of my niche fragrances that I'll be reaching for during the fall and winter. And I have 2 that are clone houses and 1 designer. So the designer one that I have is the newest flanker of Black Opium. This is the Le Parfum. This is just a 30 ml bottle, but I definitely want 100 mls of this. This is a dense, creamy, sweet, but not so sweet that it's, you know, gonna give you a toothache. But this is like vanilla upon vanilla upon vanilla. I love to layer this with Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. I like layering this with Kayali Vanilla 28. This is just a very beautiful vanilla with like less coffee. I had the original and I sold it. And I didn't like any of the other flankers of Black Opium, but when this came out and I went to Ulta and got my nose on it, I mean, I used their sample and just, I went nuts, and it lasted. I was getting just wafts of it off of my skin, and it's beautiful. So if you like scents that are heavy on the vanilla, I highly recommend grabbing the newest flanker of Black Opium, which is the Le Parfum. Again, I'm definitely going to be getting my hands on the bigger bottle of this because it's great on its own and it's great for layering. And this one would definitely be great for the fall and winter time. Now, this is the next 2 are just going to be clone houses, but this is the first fragrance that I've ever tried from this clone house. And it was gifted to me by one of my fragrance friends and one of my fragrance groups. And I was looking for it. And she said she had a bottle that she never reached for. So she was super kind to send it to me for free. So I thank her very much for that. But this is the Alexandria fragrances. And this is the Vanilla Dior. This is I'm sorry, I probably slandered that name. But this is their inspiration of Spiritos Double Vanille. This is vanilla, balsamic, and warm and spicy. This is a beautiful, slightly spicy, warm, vanillic fragrance. When I got it, it was a little higher than this, and I've used it a few times. I like wearing this at night before I go to bed, and my husband really does enjoy this one. But this is sweet, again, without being too sweet and cloying. It's a little spicy, but this is beautiful for fall and winter. And I have heard that this is probably about 95%, if not 98% similar to the original. And the original is super expensive. We're talking like $200, $300 for like a 50 ml bottle. And that's just not something that I would buy. So that's where clone houses come in and they make their own inspirations. And it's nice because it's budget friendly and you can experience that same scent profile without breaking the bank. But But this is beautiful. It's like creamy, like again, slightly spicy. And this is extrait parfum, so it's gonna last. And I just love wearing this to bed or wearing it on its own. And I can just totally see like a sweater or fluffy jacket and spraying this all over. And it's just like a nice warm hug. And it's just comforting. So I really highly, highly recommend grabbing this if you can find it. I believe there's another name for it now. I can't really remember what they changed it to. But you can, you know, go on Mercari. You can go on the Alexandria Fragrances website and look for their Spiritus Double Vanille dupe right here. And it's perfect for fall and winter. Now, the last one that I have is from, hands down, my absolute most favorite clone house in the game right now. And that's no other than Dapper Fragrances. Dapper, from the first time I bought one of their fragrances, it was game over. I knew right then and there that as I started adding Dapper to my collection, that I was most likely not going to purchase other fragrances, you know, or the originals, because Dapper has such an amazing selection of niche designer fragrances. I mean, the pages go on and on and on. And they have travel sizes, sample sizes, body butters, deodorants, car scents, roller balls, oils, all this stuff. There's so much that you can pick from. And they're super, super reasonably priced. You know, like his motto always says, you know, you can smell rich without spending $1 million. And it's so true. So when I found out Dapper was going to be doing their own rendition of Celine Black Tie, I knew I had to get my hands on it. And the owner, Travis, is super amazing, and he actually gifted this to me because he knew I wanted it so bad. And I had some financial things come up with our cars and everything. So he was very kind to send this to me when I purchased another fragrance. So thank you for this, Travis. I really appreciate it. But this is a vanilla orris butter with a little bit of spice, a little bit of powderiness. You know, to me, this is a perfect unisex fragrance. To me, this kind of reminds me, it's not 100%, but it reminds me of my husband's favorite fragrance, which is Dior Homme Intense. This is, again, like a powdery orris with a little bit of spice. And this is perfect. I layered this with Dapper's Escapade Gourmand, and it is amazing. So if you guys ever want to try a clone house or a dupe house, whatever verbiage you want to use, I highly, highly recommend checking out dapperfragrances.com. I have about 20 Dappers in my collection, and it's definitely just going to keep growing from there, especially with a lot of new releases that Travis has in his arsenal that he's going to be releasing, you know, every couple of weeks or so. But Celine Black Tie is a great transitional from summer to fall and winter fragrance. I have others. I want to say like Escapade Gourmand is another beautiful one. Vanilla Dream would be another great transitional fragrance from Dapper. I plan on getting his rendition of Sol de Janeiro number 40, which is like plum and vanilla and woodsy notes. I have the original right there, and that's probably like my third purchase. It's beautiful, but unfortunately body mists don't last long. So to know he's coming out with an extrait version, I was sold when I got my sample. But again, like Blanche Bette's coming, Wonder Woman, Bianco Latte, and I have the originals of those. So just to know that Dapper is making a more reasonable version of it for the cost is super amazing. So again, I always highly recommend Dapper Fragrances, and all of their perfumes are extrait versions, so they're going to perform and they're going to last. 30 ml starts at about $35. They always have 10% off. During holidays like Labor Day, they have 15% off. So there's always a discount code running, so you'll never spend full price. Another good one would be like Hufflepuff and Minnie Mouse, which they do have on Dapper. So again, I highly, highly recommend checking out dapperfragrances.com and checking out the huge selection that they have. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you some reasonable options, from, you know, clone houses to niche fragrances that are great transition fragrances from summer into fall and winter. If you guys have any suggestions or recommendations, just please put them in the comments below, and I would love to see and hear what you have to say. But I hope everybody has an amazing Saturday, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications, so anytime I do upload a video, you guys will be notified. But I appreciate all your love and support. I believe I'm at 81 subscribers now, and I started my channel maybe a little over a month ago. So I really, really appreciate all of the love and support from you subscribers. And again, I hope everybody has an amazing Saturday. And as always, go out there today smelling amazing. Thank you, everybody. Until next time. Bye.